My cats are sleeping. All right, there's a lot going on in the world of video games. I am Jesse the Sorrow. This is Zen Dash the rapper.
Hello.
Um, I mostly tell him video game news that happened throughout the week. He'll tell me whatever board game he feels like is pertinent to the situation.
Tabletop.
Tabletop.
Tabletop. I'm not playing checkers. I
All
mean,
right.
I don't know. Maybe I'll play checkers.
What is the well? So tabletops are literally like
Like RPGs, like D&D and shit.
and like the Catan or
I think
Catan.
Catan would more be board game than tabletop. Tabletop would be like literally just fucking D&D and anything like that, where you're like playing or like a character as
Yeah.
opposed to like you know fucking moving a little piece on a board.
What has been? Have you ever played like the Pokemon one?
Which one? The card game?
No, the Pokemon board game,
No,
the
what the fuck?
tabletop. Oh hell yeah! This is something good to start with. Um, let me just Google this real quick. Uh, Pokemon tabletop. I think it's called tabletop RPGs. By the way, I physically have this. Let me just type in board game because it might be easier to find. This one. So Hasbro back in 1999 made an actual board game. Let me just switch over to so everybody can see. So Hasbro had made an actual board game called Pokemon Master Trainer. It's only the first generation. You see that you can see this clear, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah. So the way that it works, I have this. I have like when me and my girlfriend moved, I don't know where I put this thing, or maybe it's still at my mom's house. And we've played it. Me and her have played it a couple times. I always play with a couple people. At minimum, this game takes an hour. At minimum, but it's super fun to play with people. So basically, I know this is your segment, but really wanted to show you
No,
this.
it's all good.
So basically, you guys choose one of your starters. So it's like Pikachu. Oh, well, sorry, Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Pikachu, Meowth, Jigglypuff. Yeah, it's like 6 of them, right? You all start in Pallet Town, and you see how there's all these little spots.
Yeah.
So they're basically pogs. They're face down pogs, and you're supposed to like, and they're all color coordinated. So you take them out and you shuffle them, and then you just like randomly assign what goes where when it comes to them. Are they putting all those pieces? Okay, they're not showing. Whoever's selling this on eBay, I mean, you get a free fucking promo here, bitch. But yeah. So then you roll a die and see how far you would go, right? And you're supposed to make it all the way around. But the thing is that there's when you get to Cinnabar Island, every Pokemon Pog has a number, and your team, if you add all the numbers, can equal 20. And if they equal 20 and you get here, you could go to the league. And you have to keep rolling the die until you land here in
Okay.
these 2 spots. And then when you land in those 2 spots, you got to use every single fucking item you got. You got to make like literally like a perfect strategy to beat whoever, because it's the Elite Four plus the champion
Oh damn.
face down, and it's random who you get. So if you're unlucky and you get Gary, you're fucked, because you have to basically roll. You have to imagine like this: you have to roll a nat 20 and then have the right amount of items,
Damn.
and and your Pokemon has to be good. So it's not just like, oh, it's a one and done type deal, and then that's it. So yeah, I had that as a child. I forgot where my mom bought it. But she got it for me, and then I lost it. And then when I started working, I was like 25 or 26, like when I was working at FedEx or whatever. um I was like, oh, you know what, let me see if this is like, can you still buy this? I bought it off of eBay for like $44 off some dude.
Yeah.
Great quality. It was a better quality than when I had it as a child. I was just like, oh, this is awesome. And it's still around here somewhere. I have no idea where, but it's still around here somewhere.
It's fine.
Did you have a lot of board games or tabletop games as a child, or
No, I didn't have shit. Definitely not tabletop. Board games. I had fucking Monopoly, and that was it.
the most
Yeah.
boring game of
Starting
all?
Yeah, literally, I started playing uh tabletop like D&D like in 2019.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's fair. Oh, since you've played Monopoly, obviously, who hasn't played fucking Monopoly? Do you know Monopoly evolves, right? Like over time?
I don't want to know that.
Yeah, it's changed over time.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
Why?
because when you were younger, it's not the game itself, it's the currency.
Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah, so it used to be paper dollars for us.
Yeah.
Then when I played it again, I was like 20. It was cards. It was
Oh
everybody had
yeah,
it.
they had credit cards. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
now it's an app.
Oh,
And you sell it to each other. You
that's
sell to the bank, and you interest rates is like, yeah, it's so fun. It's modernized and it feels worse. I,
that's fucked up.
I remember when like we had the card shit when you could play the card shit. I'm like, this feels evil,
Yeah,
honestly. And now it's
that's fucked
worse.
up.
Oh, you know what? It's not. I think they did two steps. I think it was like a fake phone with an app,
Mm-hmm.
and then an actual app that you can use.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's crazy. Speaking of fucking super future bullshit or whatever, because of the announcement, can you get away? Hold on, I'm trying to disable. No, I don't fucking know how to get rid of this all the time. This is no us background. Oh, now you want to leave? Oh, now you want to leave? Fuck ass, bullshit ass, shit. Oh, I don't even have to. This is crazy. I don't even have to have it on the screen in the right way. Okay. So yes, Snake's back. I want to see if you let's actually try to watch the trailer here. We earlier we tried to record this, but I fucked up the mic, so I think I know we're fine now. I know we're fine now. So let's just take a this is Solid Snake. First of all, that's crazy. That's a crazy way to start that video. But this is Solid Snake being debuted in Rainbow Six Siege, which I think is insane. Hold on. Let me just make sure that everybody else could. Oh yeah, you should be watching it, right? You should be able to watch. Yeah, you should be able to watch it.
I see it, yeah.
Okay. Just let me know at any point in time if you can't see it, because that means they can't see it. Whoever's watching.
Can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
No.
Fuck. This is bullshit. Hold on. Oh, because how would you be to hear it? Okay, you know what? You'll see it and not hear it. How about that? You won't be able to hear it. I'll keep the volume low, so in the edit you'll see it.
Yeah.
See, they gave him the fucking radar. That's sick.
Nice.
What's your ETA?
He said, "What's your ETA?" Just so you know.
I'm here.
Oh, he said, "I'm here." Oh, that's good. His voice is just there.
In position.
Bro, this is gonna make me play Siege. This is crazy.
Punch them with the gun in the throat.
By the way, they're like very lightly playing the Metal Gear music.
Oh, that's nuts.
Kept me waiting, huh? Never hurts to take
They fucking did the Predator handshake, bro. Why?
Soldiers like us never get the chance. There's always one more fight.
Okay, so canonically, you and I know enough about Metal Gear, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Canonically, this doesn't make a lot of sense, right?
No.
If it shares the same universe,
Yeah.
then so what I showed you before was that with the end of Phantom Pain, actually, if you really think about it, you could make the argument it was like the end of Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah.
That he's like, Snake's retired now, so there's no, there's no more. So he's like, oh, that was The Last of Us. So in this, I'm gonna assume it's an alternate universe. I can't even imagine anything else. But Snake's
Yeah.
like mad young here, and
Yeah.
Sam Fisher aged more than anything. Like
That's funny.
I
Yeah,
just
he should be at least a little older than that. He looks like
yeah
fucking Metal Gear fucking 1.
yeah exactly, which is hilarious to think that that's what they decided to go with. There he goes. He's dancing again, people. He's dancing again. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't probably wouldn't make sense regardless cuz like what year is it supposed to be in? Wait, this is Rainbow 6?
Yeah.
So this isn't even fucking Siphon Filter.
No. It's hilarious. Is this? I think Siphon Filter is also a Tom Clancy thing, right?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
What the fuck? That's
'Cause that's
crazy.
what isn't Zero from Siphon Filter?
No. What, the code names?
Yeah, cuz Codename Zero.
No. No. Siphon Filter is not. It's from Studio Bend.
Oh, okay.
They're not Tom Clancy. I was about to
I'm
say
sorry. Not Siphon Filter. What am I thinking?
Splinter Cell.
Isn't Splinter Cell Zero?
Yeah.
So yeah, like what year is it in fucking Splinter Cell? What year is it in Rainbow Six?
That's true. So, yeah, we just have to accept that this is just how it is.
Yeah.
This it's just
Also,
like
is this
Fortnite.
like a Konami? I'm assuming Konami gave permission, right? Like,
Yeah, of course. It doesn't happen without Konami say so.
okay,
Like never. Um so I mean, I like the way he looks. I'll probably if they release gameplay, I'll take a look, but this is not my style of video games generally, like first person shooters. But if it's fun, it's fun. I'll give it a shot, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I think it's really cool. And this is part of this is what I was saying about them finally releasing Metal Gear Solid 4 remaster, but they're leaving the online multiplayer. But Peace Walker had a multiplayer co-op mode. They're keeping that instead.
nice.
I feel it sucks that we're not getting the online for Metal Gear Solid 4. Apparently you can still play it. There's like a website that you can sign up for that you can still play some version of it online. Which is cool. But I don't know. So I know that you don't like remasters. Remasters are not your thing. But because this game apparently ran very weirdly, that it ran badly in the beginning, in the first part of the game,
Yeah.
they're gonna make it like 60 frames or whatever. And then they included an update for the original, the first Master Collection, which is Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. Well, technically it was 2, 3, and
Peace Walker.
was it Peace Walker?
I think so.
Yes, that was the HD collection, but they released a Master Collection Volume 1.
Oh wow.
Yeah, which was actually it was Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
And they updated it so that it didn't clean up the graphics, it just made it like more smooth looking.
Yeah.
So, and they're all 60 frames. It's a very interesting decision that they had made last second, honestly. But you know, it's Konami. Konami makes a lot of weird decisions.
Yeah, Konami fucking sucks.
Yeah, I mean they're putting out new Castlevania. Oh, this is honestly, I'm gonna show you some funny shit. Show you some funny shit. Silent. So they announced a new Silent Hill game.
Oh man.
So Silent Hill was already oh, that's what it's called. I was trying to find out what the fucking name was.
Not PT.
Not PT. So I should say that you can see this, right?
Yeah.
So they had released Silent Hill F, which did pretty well. It's like you're like a Japanese woman. You're Japanese. It's like takes place in Japan, and it's like that demon and stuff like that. So they just announced Silent Hill Townfall, and it takes place in the UK, and you play as this guy named Simon Ordell. And all I heard left and right is like, wow, we finally get to play as a black guy in Silent Hill.
Fucking, he looks like what's his name? The guy that got canceled.
Hannibal Buress? No,
the from fucking Marvel.
Oh, Jonathan Majors. Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
looks like
yeah, yeah.
Jonathan Majors.
It does look like Jonathan Majors a bit. Reminds me of no, there was a comedian that he looks like. In Comedy Central, what was his name, bro? I think I know. I think you know who I'm talking about. They gave him a talk show that wasn't the Trevor Noah show. It was he had a big afro. Fuck, what was his name? This comedian guy. I mean, they're all comedians. Damn. It'll come back to me. It'll come back to me eventually.
Wyatt Cenac?
Wyatt Cenac?
I don't know.
Cenac? No, that's a great pull though. That's a hilarious pull. Comedy Central talk shows.
Oh, you talking about the new kid?
No. Oh, damn, what was his fucking name? He had a big ass fucking afro, dude.
I don't know.
And he had glasses. Host with glasses. Kamau? What is it? Kamau?
Oh, Kamau, W. Kamau Bell.
There you go. W. Kamau Bell. There
I've never watched anything he's ever done.
Yeah, he had a show. He had a show on Comedy Central.
Okay.
Totally biased with yeah, it's called Totally Biased with W. Kamau Bell. Let me fucking there you go. Does it? Isn't he? Is like that's what he looks like, right? That's literally. Oh, it's on FX.
Yeah. Well, this is new. He used to have a way bigger afro.
Yeah. Damn. There was a TV show he had. It's not this. It's not United Shades of America.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's who he reminds me of. But yeah, that's speaking of Konami being shitty.
Yeah.
And everybody knows we want Silent Hills, but we're never gonna get it or whatever. So they gave us
more like Konami. You know what I'm saying? NAH.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If I had the soundboard set up for this specific episode, I would have given you the boo this man. Boom.
They fucking suck. Yeah, I want to play PT, assholes.
So so because I said there is very few legacy characters that get a finale in video games.
Yeah.
Have you played God of War? The new God of War yet?
I've never played any God of War.
Never.
Nope.
You're never interested in playing any of the God of War.
It's not that I'm not interested. It's just that's another one of those fucking genres where like it's too when I played the hell is the one where you're like a fucking vampire hunter?
Castlevania?
No. Or I guess a vampire. Dante. What the fuck is that shit?
Devil May Cry.
Yeah, I played Devil May Cry so much that I hated the entire genre afterwards.
Oh, you just hated action.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking walk around with a guy doing fucking cool shit. It bothers me. Like I don't know. There's something about most video games where like you gotta. I need like a fucking a track. I can't be open worlded into some bullshit or like I don't know. Yeah, ever since video games went from side scroller to like first person kind of shit, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
So did you have like? Do you not like playing GTA then, or is it not a separate thing for you?
It's still separate because I don't know. There's something about the way you play it that's way more. It's still way more like Devil May Cry and games like that where it's like you have to hit the right button at the exact right time. That's where I fucking suck at. But it's like if it's like it doesn't really matter as much as like the GTA and those type of open world games where it's like you'll be fine. It's not like a fucking hit the button, this button combination exactly type shit. That's when I'm good.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, you precision. So you what about no? Because then that means you wouldn't have played like any of the Dark Souls or Bloodborne or Elden Ring. It's just not your vibe.
Nope. Damn, Elden Ring's like that. Even Elden Ring, I feel like is easier to play because I've played Elden Ring, and it's not that I mean, it's still kind of mostly RPG-ish.
Yeah, well, see, that's the difference here because the difference really, honestly, is the fact that we, at some point in video games, we went from. It's not at some point. It's just like we had really good action games.
Yeah.
That was Devil May Cry, Ninja Gaiden Black, Bayonetta, that kind of action. God of War, almost arcadey. And when Dark Souls came out, Demon Souls and Dark Souls, and then Bloodborne, it created its own genre of, well, it really just redefined what an action game is these days.
Yeah.
So now ever since then, and ever since Elden Ring really blew the fuck up, um, everything is trying to be Elden Ring. So when you look at trailers these days for anything for a 3D action game like that, everybody's like, "Oh, it's just another Souls like." It looks exactly what you imagine like Elden Ring. I was like, "Oh, is this Elden Ring but anime, or is this Elden Ring
Okay.
but you're fucking a lobster?" That's a real one,
Yeah.
by the way. That's a real one, and it's fun. It's called Another
Yeah.
Man's Treasure.
Nice.
They have direct inspiration from Dark Souls and Elden Ring, and they show a lot of respect.
Because but there is, I feel like, damn, I think I'm describing this wrong. Because I know there's a aspect of hitting the button at the right time in Elden Ring, but it's nowhere near as much as like what's the one that everybody was fucking playing with the monkey.
The monkey?
Uh, what was the one? It's like, God,
Oh,
remember?
Wukong.
Yeah, Wukong is
Yeah,
fucking. You got to be precise as a motherfucker.
yeah.
Or like what else were they playing? I haven't played the Ghost of Yotei thing.
Oh yeah, Ghost of Tsushima.
I'm assuming it's like that too.
Less so, honestly. Um, yeah, less so, honestly. Like Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yotei, they are not very button heavy. They are semi timing, honestly. It is
Yeah,
more closer to what you're used to,
yeah.
than they are of like Elden Ring. But they're fun because they're like super cinematic.
Mhm.
Very very nice, very good stories. And yeah, although I think the open worldness of it will throw you off because if that's not your thing,
Yeah,
but there's some of that stuff is like really worth it because some of you could be like, yo, I'm about to walk into this village and just
yeah,
size everybody, like you don't have to
yeah. I think it's
necessarily.
fucking like actiony as I get is like fucking Red Dead Redemption. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I can't fuck with Red Dead Redemption. That's not for me. Just can't do it, baby.
Yeah.
I bring it up because if you never played God of War, they had decided to remake the original trilogy of God of War.
Sex mini games.
Yeah. So the original trilogy, because you never played it, so there's the original God of War that came out for the PS2, and then
Yeah,
a couple of the PSP games, and then
yeah,
now in the PS4, PS5 era, we got the two God of Wars that are like takes place like so many years down the line. Kratos
yeah.
is a father again, and you play with his son Atreus also. And the voice actor for that, for the newer ones, is Christopher Judge, the guy from Stargate SG-1.
Oh wow.
And everyone's like, "Oh, he's so cool! It works so well." And the original voice actor for Kratos used to be T.C. Carson, the guy from Living Single.
Oh wow. I
Yeah,
don't know that.
yeah, he was a voice actor for Kratos. He did it for the old games. He did it for the fighting game that Kratos showed up in twice. Like
That's
just
crazy.
and for the remake they brought him back.
Hmm.
They brought him back, and it's very that's good news. But this article is asking like, should they bring back the sex mini games? Because it sounds ridiculous, and it is. It's very telling of that time. But God of War 3, I believe, you can start them as like once you start the game, he's kind of in like this semi orgy situation. Like he's like getting up out of it or whatever, because it's ridiculous. The story for the original trilogy is like just anger. It's really just anger more than anything.
Yeah.
Um, which he deals with later on in the sequel games or the
Yeah.
more modern games. It's just he is and the more modern games is about like him being a father, looking back at the times of when he was the God of War from the land he was from, and kind of deciding like anger is no longer like I have to deal with my own anger or I will pass that to my kid. Very generational trauma type shit. But
Yeah.
the original trilogy is very like I am angry, everything's going down. Zeus, you're my father, and I'm gonna murder you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
fucking rip you apart, and especially the third one where you really fight all the gods, bro. I think there's a point in time where you fight Hermes, and after you beat him, you rip his feet from him, Like you rip the wings off his feet and then you get to fly. And you're like, damn, that's fucked up. So, so in the beginning of the game, he like wakes up from like some orgy, but you can like turn around and go back and participate in it again.
That's funny.
And then you just like, I think you just like circle the analog sticks or whatever it may be. Let me see if they talk about it briefly. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't God of War 3. It's funny to think that back in the days, this was more, you see, back in the days, this was more like, I would say, I wouldn't even say would you say raunchy? More like they were trying to be edgy. Yeah, they were trying to be edgy.
Well, I mean, that's more graphic than fucking even GTA ever got.
Oh yeah, and that's crazy because GTA is like San Andreas had to get changed because of that hot coffee mod.
Those fucking octagon boobs and shit.
Yeah, but they didn't have to really do that for God of War. I guess they were at the time they were trying to be edgy and they're like, yeah, this is how Spartans used to be. But now these days, with how much things have changed, it does come off as like kind of terrible and cringe.
Yeah.
Like you remember Heavy Rain? You ever played Heavy Rain?
No.
Or Beyond Two Souls?
Nah.
Okay.
I just know all the fucking memes.
Yeah.
Jason.
So you know that guy is like a piece of garbage who created these games.
Oh, he is.
Yeah. It wasn't 100% aware of the time.
Yeah.
So what happened is that obviously Heavy Rain is like beautiful because it's very realistic. The way that the character models, and at the time they took a lot of work and effort to do the camera work and the photography behind it to make it accurate. Just like how in Metal Gear Solid 4, the beauties from the Beauty and the Beast bosses are actual models.
Yeah.
So what happened is that director was known as like horrible because there's a shower scene in Heavy Rain with one of the main characters, and yeah, she's naked, but she's like she's naked and you see like just the top half.
Yeah.
But so he had got it modeled. He like 3D modeled like her actual body. So he had basically that might not have been her body, but based on her frame and the pictures, he basically was like, yeah, this is what this would look like. Yeah. And I think he did the same thing to Elliot Page also when he was on Beyond Two Souls.
Oh shit. Damn.
Yeah, which is also why they butted heads, which is also fucked. It's a whole history with that and The Last of Us at the same time. But like that guy is a real creepo. Like it's not like well done. So watching these, seeing people saying like, oh, I hope they bring back that minigame. I was like, do you really want this minigame back?
Yeah.
Or do you want to be like a child again?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. There's something about that in general. I mean, I got my own reservations about sex in movies, like even anything. I just feel stupid to me.
Yeah.
Like either, I don't know. I feel like you should either go all the way or don't do it at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't care to see like a famous person's titty for 5 minutes or like 5 seconds. I don't know what it adds to the scene. You know what I mean? Like they're just naked.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be like realism, but it's like, what's the point of the realism? It's like you're like teasing that something is happening and you're going graphic with it. And if like it just kind of defeats the purpose to me. Like if you're going graphic with it, then just fucking do the entire go full porn.
Yeah.
Or don't just imply it and move on. Like, yeah, they had sex. Move on. Like, what are we doing here?
It's so funny. You have like a very Gen Z take on it.
Is it?
Yeah, because there was like a study showed. So a study has showed that like Gen Z prefer less sex in their movies and TV shows, just because they feel like the intimacy and it gives off
feels
like
weird.
Yeah, like
it's
you say,
fake.
It feels weird and fake and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even though they're from a generation where basically everything on the internet is weird and fake.
Yeah, that's true.
But a lot people smarter than I have tried to debunk it and say it's not really about the fact that it's like all those sex scenes. Is really mostly about the fact that they are lonely, and those type of things don't leave an impression on them because they don't experience them.
Yeah, That's okay. Yeah, I see that. But still, like, no, it's you're not. It's not a real feeling, and it just feels like hollow and empty, and it feels like you're wasting time. That's more than anything. It feels like you're like making it. What do you call it? Edgy, so people will watch it, and also like you're filling up fucking time.
Yeah.
Because it slows down. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, you ever seen any fucking sex in any movie? You're like, this is lasting longer than every other scene.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know the common thing was always like, oh, the one part of the movie where your parents are like just happen to walk in that you're
Oh,
watching.
I love that.
It's always
Yeah,
the most insane, ridiculous part.
yeah,
Um, I think also, 80s movies was riddled with this shit. Like
yeah, yeah.
I was going back and watching. At one point in time, I was trying to tell myself like I didn't watch a lot of movies growing up, so I was trying to watch like a lot of the classics. A friend of mine had given me like a poster of like, oh, these are all the like 1,000 movies you should watch before you die.
Yeah.
And I was watching like Apocalypse Now and stuff like that, Terminator, and then I saw Trading Places where Eddie
Oh,
Murphy and Dan, what's his name,
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
And I think like Jamie Lee Curtis ends up being topless in that movie
Yeah.
for like
Oh man,
30 seconds.
I loved it. It was the best.
And I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, this is like a comedy, like a PG-13 comedy that
Yeah,
like
yeah.
little kids could
Completely
watch.
unnecessary. Yeah.
And I'm like, that's unnecessary. It's completely wild to even have,
Yeah.
it's
She just had an incredible body. I was like, God damn, hell yeah. But yeah, no, that was that. But that is my like that's my point. Like, it just kind of. But even then, even that one is kind of fine with me, only because it's not like they had full on sex. They were just like, I'm living in this prostitute's house, and I saw her naked one time.
yeah,
And then they moved on quick. At least they didn't slow it down. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, a one that's worse to me is no, I guess that one's okay because at least it had something to do with the plot. But I'm thinking about her Jamie Lee Curtis again, but in that the Arnold Schwarzenegger
Oh,
movie
and
where she
True Lies. Oh man, who
yeah,
doesn't love that part in True
yeah.
Lies?
And it was like he did a lot. He did a lot of weird shit to his wife.
Yeah, yeah. That was, I think that was James Cameron like dropping hints to his own wife, like
Yeah.
maybe, hey, maybe you want to dance in the dark, and I pretend to be some fucking shady businessman.
Yeah.
Man,
That's so funny.
I love fucking True Lies. That movie's that's one of my favorite Schwarzenegger movies because it's just the
Yeah.
most nonsensical,
Yeah.
pointless
Insane.
movie. Yeah,
Yeah. There was a fucking nuclear bomb at the end of that movie.
yeah,
And it's like, what are we doing here? This is just about some guy like hiding his fucking job from his wife.
yeah. Or the fact that he was riding on the horse, shooting someone, and
Yes.
jumped from building to building with the horse. And I'm like,
Yes.
this is crazy.
Yeah.
Classic Arnie.
Yeah.
Great on the Schwarzenegger. So yeah, on top of the trilogy remake that they had announced, they also released something called the Sons of Sparta, which is a 2D platformer that you
Ooh.
play as Kratos in his like young life.
That's cool.
And it looks all right. It's not too bad, but I heard it was like bad reviews because it came out
Oh wow.
immediately. Like after they announced it, they're like, "Oh, it's out now." It's like out today.
Yeah.
But I heard a lot of bad things about it. So far.
Let me ask a question. Do you
Yeah.
know whether or not Final Fantasy 15 was a success?
Oh yeah.
It was.
Oh yeah. People love 15. What?
I loved it, but it was
Yeah.
the dumbest way to do a story I've ever seen them do. They started
Yeah.
at the end of a story, and the beginning they made a fucking like mobile game for. Do you remember that?
Kinda. Yeah. They did. That was
What the
alright.
fuck was that?
Okay. Oh man, this is. It's funny to tell someone the story of these games of like development cycles for games who's never
Yeah.
has dealt with this before. So this game, Final Fantasy 15, was initially supposed to be called Versus 13.
Oh, that's that game.
Yeah, initially it was supposed to be considered Versus 13.
It's supposed to be part of the whatever like Nova Crystallis bullshit they were
Yeah,
trying to do.
so
I forgot about that.
So 13,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be 13 and Versus 13.
Yeah.
And the story was supposed to be that you got to play as Noctis side, and there's a Noctis story and the Lightning story, and at some point or another,
Oh,
you're
wow.
like in both of their Final Fantasies, you'll meet each other and then just go along your way. And it didn't end up happening for a lot of like developmental like fucked up shit that happened behind the scenes. Tetsuya Nomura, the game director, is known to be the guy of like, yeah, I'm gonna work on this game. It'll come out soon, maybe. You know, there's a but there's that's a huge. It's huge. So they had to rework that game like 3 times. They threw it out. They were like, we're not making this game anymore. There was even a trailer for it. And they're like, no, it's not happening. And then so 13 comes. So then eventually, one of my favorite Final Fantasies of all time,
Lightning Returns.
13. Yeah.
I've never played that one.
What?
I played like a little bit of the first 13.
Yeah.
Up to, I swear to God, maybe like 10 minutes of it, and then I remember not playing the rest of it.
Yeah. So while because this was happening all at the same time, or like developing, quote unquote developing at the same time, they decided, well, we need to create a female counterpart to what we consider Noctis to be. Noctis is supposed to be like a broody king. So, but we want to have a female character that is like the equivalent of Cloud. So they call her Lightning. She's a soldier. You see, like there's a lot of parallels. The opening cutscene to 13 is almost like a juxtaposition to Cloud in the Midgar like train situation because she's fighting on a train or whatever. And the main criticism of 13 was that it was like not only too linear, there was like no map, no open world map. Which, to be honest, Final Fantasy X didn't even have an open world map. Halfway through the game, you got one, and then like it was bullshit or whatever. But it didn't really matter. But 13 specifically was like oh yeah, I had it on this. 13 specifically, it was that it felt very linear, which is what a lot of the gripes were, and that when you would play, instead of it saying like attack, item, defend, or whatever, it would say auto battle, attack, item, and then something else or whatever. And the auto battle basically would just, if you just choose it, and that was the default setting.
Yeah.
And if you choose that, it would choose the best option in this exact scenario for you. So it just felt pointless. You just felt like you're pressing X the whole time.
Yeah.
That was like one of the main criticisms. But the story's not that bad. Their fucking leveling up system is fascinating. It's basically they all have like roles, and you can swap those roles. There's like they have like a tank. There's different names, but they have like a tank, a healer, all this other stuff, and each of those characters you can swap them out. The characters are great, the designs are great, and it's a really interesting game. And then they decided to make fucking 13-2.
Well, yeah, how bad of a fucking game was it if they made a sequel?
You would think that, but they're like, well, because the Novella Crystallis Luminous thing is not actually happening, we have to like flesh this out more. So they decided to flesh this out more while still developing 15 in the background, and like very long developing 15 in the background, going through multiple iterations behind the scenes. So the story quickly for 13-2, from what I remember, is that whatever the events of 13 doesn't really matter. The character developments matter, but not the overall story matters. Because in 13-2, there's just time travel. Like most of that game is just time travel.
Oh, wow.
You play as her sister and this, I guess, this guy who, by the way, is not her boyfriend. Because remember, Lightning's sister Sarah gets married to Snow. It's like part of the story also. And Snow's a great character. He has like a beanie and everything. Let me show you Snow. If you don't remember what Snow looks like. Yeah, Snow's the man. Yeah, he's so cool, man. He's like Tidus if he was cooler.
Nice.
Yeah, they give him like crazy weapons. Yeah, he's literally a cool character. Anyways, so there's a lot of time travel in 13-2. You're like changing timeline here, changing timeline there, and all this other stuff, and it's like completely ridiculous. It did well. It's kind of the most it goes under the radar out of the 3. Like most people don't play 13-2 as often, and if you did, you're like a real one. Then the third one is my favorite one. What? Lightning Returns?
I don't understand how they make. That's
Beautiful.
what it still doesn't make any sense to me. How
Beautiful.
so it was a success, right? You don't make
Yeah.
3 games if it wasn't a
No,
success.
it was a success. They were successful. All 3 parts of 13 were successful. It's the critically, or I should say, I think what happened honestly is that every single Final Fantasy since I would say 6,
Yeah.
from 6 on, every single Final Fantasy after that feels like people are gonna hate on it.
Okay.
So even though 7 was like did such groundbreaking for the PlayStation, for JRPGs, for the general audience, for people getting into JRPGs, there's a lot of people who don't like 7.
That's crazy.
And then 8 comes out, and 8 gets rid of their chibi format.
Yeah.
And has them like adults, and they're not adults, but they're students. It has its own crazy story. It's considered Final Fantasy's romance. Like that's the love story.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful love story.
Yeah.
People hate it because they hate the junction system. They hate
I love the junction system.
the way that it looks. They hate like Squall. They only like Squall because of Kingdom
I like
Hearts.
8 more than 7.
Yeah. So people have, and it continues. 9 is
I hate it. 9 was fucking garbage.
9. See, that's funny you say that, but out of the PS1 trilogies, 9 is basically the most untouchable. It has a fantastic story. Its battle system is the best developed. It just went under the, like, people just didn't want to play it because you kind of went back to a semi-chibi art style.
Yeah.
But it was like about a play. In the beginning, it's like, as you play the first hour or two, you're like in a play. You're not even like out in the world. You're like in a play. But the story is like super great. I still haven't played. I'm still gonna play through it and stream it one day. But Final Fantasy IX is considered like the best, highest quality of those 3.
That's nuts because I hate that fucking stupid game.
When 10 came out, 10 suffered the same issue. 10 was like, oh, 10 is cool. It's a great PS2 game. It looks fantastic. But people are like, yo, it's mad linear. You can't go nowhere. There's no open world map. You can't fly around. There's no battleship or whatever. They hated Tidus because of the laugh thing or whatever, and they misinterpreted what the laugh was. But it has a great story altogether. 10-2 comes out. People are just like, why are you making a sequel to a Final Fantasy game? It makes no sense. It's the first time there's a sequel.
I love that.
You don't even get to play as Tidus. You play as Yuna and Riku, and then the other girl.
Pain. That came out of nowhere. That was the only stupid part of that game. Was like, who the fuck is Pain?
Yeah. 11 was online. 12 I despise with a passion.
I love 12. It is the biggest ripoff of Star Wars I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. And there you go. That's the criticism of 12. Is that it's Star Wars and it's an offline MMO. And I'm not a fan of MMOs.
Yeah.
So each Final Fantasy, literally since 6, has been like, it always feels like it's very heavily criticized. Because people don't.
14 was another fucking online one?
Yeah, 14 is still an online one. 14 is still insanely popular.
Really?
Yes. 14. Oh, this is crazy. This is a whole Final Fantasy segment. I'm gonna let you know that. This is great.
Yeah.
14 does. It's so, in the beginning when it launched, it was popular, but it did so bad it was actually tanking. Oh, wow. And people stopped playing it, and they had to rework the game completely. And it's an online game, so people were always playing it.
Yeah.
And they created an expansion and basically a full reboot of that universe of whatever that was, and called it A Realm Reborn. Completely changed the game. It made it super popular, super financially stable, and it continues to sell. To this day, they're releasing expansion packs, updates. The craziest thing about that game is that there's a housing crisis.
Oh, wow.
Is that like, because you could buy a house, but now, but it's so expensive to buy a house in that game, and you have to enter a lottery, and if you enter the lottery, you have to make sure you have the funds to buy the house, and if you don't, people will price you out. It's a true, an honest to God economic housing crisis in that game, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That's so funny.
But so what happens is that so I showed this Final Fantasy 13-12. 13-12, sorry, 13-12. 13-3. Lightning Returns I love this game because I'm gonna tell you the craziest shit about this game. One, it doesn't play like the other two. It plays like an action game.
Yeah.
So it plays like you Bayonetta, all that other stuff. Devil May
yeah.
Cry plays like that. Cool, whatever. Nice departure. The crazy thing about this is the story. Lightning becomes Jesus Christ. So the whole story about Lightning Returns is the fact that the world is dying. The world is dying and there's nothing that can be done about it. The Lassie, the gods of the world, has anointed you, Lightning, as the true savior of the planet. So what you have to do, I'm not being hyperbolic in any way whatsoever.
Yeah.
What you have to do as Lightning is that you have to do all the story missions and all the side missions and like basically bring resolution to people's souls. Like if they have any final regrets and stuff like that, because you're supposed to get them and help them move on. And by moving on, and when you help them move on, you're helping them move from this planet to the next planet that they're all going to be revived in. So you can either take that as like she's Jesus or this is Mormonism. Yeah, it's like it's a half and half. Yeah. It's so crazy that they decided to do this. I have no idea why. People don't talk about that shit enough.
Yeah.
They only talk about like how fun the combat is and that if you it has so many different costumes like 10-2 does, but the costumes like change your gameplay style. There's like a Zack costume and a Cloud costume, and you get to play, and it makes you play as them, like their fighting style, their materia, stuff like that. It's super fun.
Wait, okay, so they do that,
yeah,
and then they do fucking online again, and then they just do like half of a story that they were fucking with for 15. Because again, 15 is literally like half of the story is what's his name's parents, and his crew of fucking thing. They just put that on some fucking fucking cell phone video game.
Yeah.
Then you just start off as a teenager with your friends on a fucking road trip.
Yeah.
And then it's like the game is extremely, in my opinion, linear. It's still open world, but it's like you have to go from here to there, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's the whole fucking game.
Yeah.
You just got to go from here to there. You fight a god. The end. And I'm like, this is a quarter of a story. The rest is like either a fucking RPG or like mentioned but you can never play it. Not RPG, I'm sorry, but like a cell phone game, or like they just mentioned that like, oh, this other stuff also happened, and it's like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, so 15, not only was 15 stuck in like a bunch of development cycles and like it had a different story altogether on where it was going to go originally. Eventually, when they settled on it, they decided to pitch it in a way that this is a boys trip. It's like road trip. I think you're talking about this, right? The cell phone game Pocket Edition. No, right?
Well, it's the one where it's like you play as his dad, the king.
Oh, yeah. There's a movie also tied to this.
Yeah, but the movie is just about a battle that happened right before the game starts. Like everything about this is like a quarter of a story.
Yeah, 15 is like kind of like overall. 15 is it seems like as you're playing it, like I feel like I'm not getting all the story beats here and there. But honestly, it wants you to enjoy this boys trip. It wants you to enjoy this friendship with these four guys a lot more. And it feels like it's optional if you want to know the real lore, because once you try to understand the real lore of the game and you go through all the side dungeons and like there's a lot of underground shit.
Yeah, it's
cool, but it probably should have been like more focused that way. And this is Tetsuya Nomura's natural problem. He kind of sucks with this shit. Whatever. It's look, the whole history of Kingdom Hearts is mixed into this because of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So. It's so insane. So it 15 does well. It has DLCs that you play as each one of the boys, and their stories. And also, what is great about 15 is that they start really expanding. It's popular. It's super popular. Like Noctis ends up being in Tekken.
Yeah, he was in a lot of shit.
Yeah. So it becomes such a popular character, which is not, if you're in Final Fantasy, if you're not Cloud, you're not that popular. Like if Final Fantasy, like they everybody has popular characters, but to break through the mainstream, like out of the world of Final Fantasy, it always felt like if you're not Cloud and Sephiroth, you're nobody.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Noctis did a really good job because he's in Tekken. He's like, just that alone brought so many people, like attention to this, and it made it do well. On top of it, and I spelled Noctis wrong, which is crazy. I should be ashamed of myself.
Yeah. Okay.
There is. I'm just gonna throw this in here real quick. Final Fantasy 15. There is a character. His name is, I have no idea what's his fucking name again. Yozora. Okay, so basically, if you ever seen the original trailer for Final Fantasy 13, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. The Versus 13 trailer. Or you know all those shots in that game where Noctis is like in his car, he has like his hand on his face and stuff like that. That's been like basically like the promo for Final Fantasy 13 since like its inception, you know?
Oh wow.
So it's always been like this. Yeah. See, this is the Versus 13 trailer.
Oh wow.
Yeah. This is what it was supposed to look like on the PS3, mind you.
Oh wait, so you're telling me 13 story has absolutely nothing to do with 15?
Not anymore, no.
What the fuck?
Nothing at all. They were supposed to connect, and they just never ended up happening. Yeah,
this is nuts.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's bad. It's really bad planning. But this is what Versus 13. You can see all the bits of 15 in this, honestly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's old as hell. So they decided, oh well, this is the story we're gonna go with. This is how we're gonna make 15. So then in Kingdom Hearts fucking 3, they introduce a character called Yozora, which Yozora is basically fucking Noctis from Versus 13.
That's hilarious.
So this is like the DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3 on the right. See?
Yeah.
This is the shot by shot. They literally just took it. They're like, well, we had this idea for Versus 13, so they literally just did this.
That's so funny. It's
like a shot for shot remake from Versus 13. They're like, well, if we readapt this, not only would people not know, but they don't even remember. Bro, look on the right. This is on the right here where I just clicked. Versus. This is the official Square Enix YouTube channel. Versus 13 trailer, 2011, 15 years ago it was uploaded.
I was hyped for this. I was waiting for it forever.
Yes. So yeah, which is why now in Kingdom Hearts the way Kingdom Hearts is as everybody knows, it's been like you're Sora, a kid. You're basically a JRPG you're a Final Fantasy character technically, going to Disney worlds. But now with the end of the last story of of Kingdom Hearts 3, it seems like now we're gonna be able to go into what they consider Final Fantasy games. I don't know. It's really weird. It's not. I know it sounds cool. It is mad complicated. There's a YouTube channel. This guy, I forgot his name. He gives he has 2 videos. They're both 4 hours long. They're college courses on Kingdom Hearts, and I've watched them both, and they were great. They were great watches. He's good at this.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you play 16?
I have not finished 16.
16 feels like the weakest of all Final Fantasies, and I hate 9. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 16.
I played it. I finished it. I liked it, and I remember thinking,
you finished it?
I'm never gonna play this again. I'm never gonna think about this again.
Yeah.
It's just like, cool. What's next? And I guess they were making. I'm assuming the way they make Final Fantasies is like 100 fucking years in the future anyway. So they were probably like mostly done with this when they were already thinking about the remake, Final Fantasy VII remake. So I guess they were just like, let's finish this and fucking keep working on remake or something.
Yeah,
that's the way it played.
So, I'll leave the Final Fantasy VII story stuff, the Final Fantasy VII development separately for another time. But basically for 16, so the directors, the people behind Final Fantasy 11, that team, 11 did really well, the online game, and they basically gave them 12 to work on, which is why 12 plays like MMO.
Yeah.
And then 14 does really well, and they didn't know where they wanted to go, and they really wanted to change. They really wanted to change the direction where Final Fantasy was going.
Okay.
And one, it was because the battle system, although the battle system in Final Fantasy 13 was basically the super prototype to what we know now as Final Fantasy combat.
Right.
And then like you would think about the beta version of it is 15.
Yeah.
16 is like a more cleaned up version of it, but the perfected combat is in Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Okay.
So that's like how they have seen it. But basically 14 does really, really well. And the director from there was just like, we want to continue to make other games besides 14. On top of still making 14. So they trusted that director's like, okay, well, you can make 16 for us. And he's like, oh, I want to make it a very mature story. I think it's a very mature story. Man, this blood, this like Game of Thrones, there's sex, is like very.
Yeah, it is cool. It's a great story. And even the fucking like the way they did it where like you are a fucking summon, that's awesome. Everything about it was awesome. I just remember thinking like they don't it's not it wasn't made to be memorable like, 7 or something, you know what I mean? Or even like fucking 10.
Yeah.
It's like it was made as like a great movie. The end.
Yeah. They really cared about. There's a lot of lore in that game that goes very deep, but it's very insulated. It's very like, hey, this is it, and then that's it.
Yep.
There's no more, no less. That's it. That's it. Which is cool. It works well. I didn't finish it because, and me and my girlfriend, like we were playing it at the same time, give or take. Yep. We didn't finish it because the game is boring if you're not doing the side quests. I mean, if you're doing the side quests. If you're not doing the main story, if you have to basically just do the main story for the game to feel normal.
Yeah, I did all the side quests just because I like it.
Yeah,
but it was
a better man than me.
Yeah, I don't know. It just felt like the weakest of all of them, and I'm like, what are they gonna do now? Because all anyone that cares about is 7 again, which is hilarious.
Yeah. Hey, like, man, it's a different game.
It's funny because it's literally like the thing they were trying to avoid all these years, which is like, we're more than 7. We got to get away from 7. We can't be stuck in 7. Yeah. And then after all these years, we're like, please. And they're like, all right, fine. Yeah. And now it's like, you're fucked because I want 7.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't give a shit about 17. I'm never thinking about that.
Yeah, no. I mean, 7 is interesting because 7, the remake and rebirth are sequels to everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, this is fun. I think it's different and it's interesting. Yeah. I had arguments about this for years about like whether or not we should get a remake for 7. And I think the way that they're doing it is genius. And then like they also released a mobile game / PC game called Ever Crisis, which is basically you could play the entire anthology of 7 in a chibi format, like almost similar to the original version, but like very different.
Yeah.
So it's it makes sense. They're working on it, whatever. It is what it is. But the development for 7 is this separate thing we'll go into another time. But I want to let's finish this off with the dumbest thing I've seen so far today. Logan Paul sells a single Pokemon card for over $16 million. Wow. Yeah.
Why? Who bought it and why? What is it? What is Illustrator?
It's an Illustrator Pikachu. So, there was an illustration contest in Japan in 1997 about a unique image of Pikachu with a paintbrush, and there was only 41 of them printed.
Oh, okay.
So he bought one for like $5 million, right? This is like
stupid.
So this is around the pandemic that he bought this. So basically, Logan Paul destroys the card markets every time he touches it, because when he did this, Pokemon prices skyrocketed. Yeah. And now people scalp way more than they ever have before because it's a huge problem. He wore this specific card to WrestleMania 2022.
Stupid.
Just to show it off or whatever. So he just sold it. Same thing with the Charizard. Like the PSA graded 10 Charizards are a huge thing also in the trading card game. So it also is important. And I say important as like it's people really care about that shit. He's
Yeah.
he's doing it to One Piece also. See, it's so funny. This comment says it's just money laundering. Anytime you see something weird with money that doesn't seem to make sense, such a wildly inflated sale on a collectible, it's money laundering.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I hate that
That's funny.
I hate that he's doing it for One Piece because he put out like a YouTube video and they're like, hey, what's all those boxes you have there on the desk? He goes, oh, that's this new game called One Piece. And you're like, fuck.
Oh man.
It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare, Dom. I hate it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I also kind of like. I feel bad for trading card people because I like when things go bad with them because I like the problem with them is that you're monopolizing. You're making money off of them. You're monetizing something. Like Yu-Gi-Oh when I was a kid was incredible. Now I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Just because they
yeah.
monetized it and they fucking what do you call it? Is it Hasbro that's fucking up goddamn the other card game?
Oh, no. So now, Pokemon is Pokemon.
Yeah.
Konami's always been Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Are you that surprised that Konami is such a fuckhead that they destroy Yu-Gi-Oh in that way?
Yeah.
And basically Bandai Namco has everything else.
Okay. What's the one that everyone plays? That they're coming out with like Final Fantasy decks now and shit.
And Magic the Gathering.
Magic.
Yeah.
Magic is gonna fuck because they're just
They're
non-manufactured.
Hasbro also. Yeah. They're the ones who's Hasbro because they used to be Wizards of the Coast. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Hey man,
And I like when it happens because I'm like, good, stop fucking ruining games by trying to make more money.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Is the background of your Twitch the block like a million years ago?
Here, I'll actually put this out for you. This was, let me see. Yeah, it's Knickerbocker.
Holy shit.
It's not a million years ago. I think it's like less than 10 years ago. I just Googled it and then I just fucked with the saturation. So it makes it look weird. Yeah. But hey, that's you know what? It's fun. We're going to end this stream and I'll show you through Google Maps how the neighborhood looks like. But in the meantime, this is the first episode of, I think I just realized I'm just going to call this the Sorrrow and the Rapper.
I like it.
I'm Jesse the Sorrow and he's Zen Dash the Rapper. So then
all the big puppy fucking
big
salsa moves.
There you go, big puppy. So hold on, I just realized, where is it? My text. Nope. There you go. I missed an R.
There you go.
There I go. This whole time I missed an R. But basically, if you want to follow us on Twitter, those are our Twitter handles. We are not monsters, and we will never call it the name that they want us to call it.
Yeah.
That's my Twitch because this video should be on YouTube in about a couple days. That's he's Zen Dash on Twitter, Zen Dash Official on Instagram, and on all music platforms.
Yeah, Zen Dash with a space between Zen and Dash.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. God bless you.
Yeah.
Eat your vegetables.
Damn
Go
right.
fuck yourself.
Stay black. And hey, welcome to Mamdani Stan.